Hello all, I am Dr. Pravas Chandanbal. In today's class, we will discuss a new concept like push-down automata. In short, it is called PDA. Okay, so what is the meaning of push-down automata? When finite automata fails to recognize the language, which require infinite memory, in this case, generally, finite automata always fails. Means, suppose some language, for example, some language is like L equal to A to the power n, B to the power n is greater or equals to 1. So, suppose for this language, because this language is not regular. This language means A to the power n, B to the power n, this language is not regular. For this language requires infinite memory. And another thing is, here n number of edges means for this question, n number of edges always follows n number of bits. N number of edges always follows n number of bits. Means each time, suppose for example, n equals to 2, the example here, the strings looks like here A2, B2. Or we can write like this, double A, double B, A, B, B. Here, 2 number of edges is followed by 2 number of bits each time. So that means we require a memory, we require a means comparison here. Here means here each time n number of edges followed by n number of bits, 2 number of edges followed by 2 number of bits. If n equals to 3, so the strings looks like A to the power 3 and B to the power 3, means 3 number of edges followed by 3 number of bits. Means each time we require a comparison. Comparison means how to compare. Because that's why we need for this comparison, we need always a comparison. Means for this comparison, we require a memory. We require a memory to compare, to compare this comparison. Means suppose 3 number of edges followed by 3 number of bits, or n number of edges followed by n number of bits. See here, a to the a square, b square. In this case, we need finite memory. AQ, BQ, we need finite memory. But a to the power n, b to the power n, we need a infinite memory for this comparison. So L equal to a to the power n, b to the power n is greater or equal to 1, n is greater or equal to 1. This language is not regular. Okay, because here we need some comparison. Okay, to handle this comparison, we require a memory or stack. Okay, to handle this concept. Okay, so finite automata fails to recognize the language which require infinite memory. Here we require infinite memory for this comparison. Means same number of edges follows same number of bits. Okay, to accept infinite language, to accept the infinite memory, we can use push down automata. Means suppose finite automata means it requires finite memory. For example, a square b square means suppose a b b. This is it requires, means this language is finite. Means a b b is finite. But here a to the power n, b to the power n, this language is not finite. Okay, since this language is finite, so it requires finite memory. So finite automata plus one stack is nothing but it is called as push down automata. Okay, finite automata means one stack means we require one memory. Means same number of edges follows same number of bits. We require one memory for this comparison. Okay, so finite automata plus one stack, or we can write one memory. This is called push down automata. So what is the meaning of stack? How to use stack for means push down automata? Later we will try to understand. Okay. The next concept, the formal definition of push-down automata. What is the formal definition of push-down automata? Here, PDA is formally defined as 7 tuples. 7 tuples. First one is PDA is equal to Q summation del Q0 F Z0 tau. Okay. What is the meaning of Q? Q is the set of finite number of states. What is the meaning of summation or sigma? We can write. Also, we can say sigma is nothing but this is called input alphabet. What is the meaning of Q0? Q0 is nothing but it is initial state. What is the meaning of F? F is called a set of final states. Z0, Z0 is the initial stack element. Tau, tau is called as stack alphabet. Tau is called as stack alphabet. So the next one, what is the del? What is the del? Del means del is called a transition function. Here the transition function is a little bit different as compared to finite automata. So here del is the transition function. What is the meaning of transition function in case of push down automata? Q means set of states or finite states. That is sigma Q into sigma Q multiplication symbol, sigma union epsilon. This is tau. Means see here, this is called as input alphabet. This is called as input alphabet. This one is called as stack alphabet. This one is called as stack alphabet. This one is called as states. This one is called as states. So in nothing but the output is like next one. This is called as states, and this one is called as stack. Again, the stack element or stack alphabet. We can say like stack alphabet. Okay. So means state, each state, suppose for example Q0 A Z0, it will give Q0 A Z0. Okay, so try to understand. Q0, this one is nothing but what? Q. A is called as, A belongs to the input alphabet. A is called as the means summation union epsilon. Z0 is called as stack alphabet. Z0 is called as stack alphabet. Okay, then the output is here Q. Then it will go to some another state. This is nothing but this is called as Q. This is called as stack alphabet, means stack operations, just like push or pop operations. Later we'll try to understand what is the meaning of push and pop operation. But just remember these notations. This is nothing but tau star. Okay. So these are called as some formal definition of push down automata. Okay. The next concept, the notations. Here the notations are generally we can represent each push down automata in two ways. Either this is transition, either transition or transition diagram. But in case of finite automata, we generally represent every finite automata in two ways. One is transition diagram and one more is another one is transition table. But here generally there are two methods, one the transitions and second one another one is transition diagram. Then there are two methods we can represent every push down automata. Okay. So how to represent, we'll see one of the example. Okay, no need. So generally there are types of push down automata. Generally here in case of push down automata, only one type of push down automata. This is called language recognizer. Language recognizer push down automata. The language recognizer can be divided into two types. One is called DPDA, another one is NPDA. DPDA means deterministic push down automata. DPDA means what? Deterministic push down automata. NPDA means non-deterministic push down automata. Okay, so NPDA means non-deterministic push down automata. So what is the meaning of deterministic and what is the meaning of non-deterministic? Later we'll see with the help of one example, because we'll practice many more examples of push down automata for like DPDA, and NPDA means for deterministic push down automata, for NPDA means non-deterministic push down automata. Just in this class we'll just discuss about the notations, some terminologies that are about the push down automata. Okay, the next one is the applications. Where we'll use means push down automata. Generally push down automata is used in the design of compiler, or parser design. What is the meaning of compiler? Here I can discuss, because the compiler, we can discuss details about the compiler in the compiler design, because very soon we'll start about the compiler design course. Okay, how to design compiler, for example, like C compiler, Java compiler, Python compiler, like this. Okay, for example, C, Java. Okay, these are the compilers. Okay, so push down, generally we are using push down automata to design the C or Java compiler, right? Next concept here, see, acceptance mechanism of push down automata. What is the meaning of acceptance mechanism of push down automata? The first method is called empty stack mechanism. The first method is called as empty stack mechanism. Okay, now we'll see the second one is called as finite state method. Then first we'll see the empty stack mechanism, acceptance mechanism. The first method is called empty stack mechanism. What is the meaning of empty stack mechanism? See, by reading the complete string, from left to right means end of the string. If the stack of the PDA is empty, by reading the complete string from left to right means end of the string. If the stack of the PDA is empty, then the given string is accepted by the push down automata. See here, what is the meaning? Suppose here example is L equal to A to the power n, B to the power n, n is greater or equal to 1. For example, if n equal to 2, so the language is like double A, double B. The string is like, so what? By reading the complete string, means by reading the complete string from left to right. This is called left part, this is called right part. Okay, by reading the complete string from left to right and end of the string, if the stack is empty, then the given string is accepted by the PDA. So how we perform in the stack here? So this is the call as what? Stack. Let the symbol is, the initial stack element is always Z0. This is by default, the initial stack element is always Z0. Say here my string is what? A, B, B. My string is here A, B, B. First A, see here del. Now I'm use this transition. A means I will read A, means my push down automata will read the first element B, A. See here the initial state is here Q0. Q0 read A. What is the, this is called what? Q means state. This one is state. This one is the input stack. Means I'm again here writing del Q0 A Z0 equal to Q0 A Z0. What is the meaning? Try to understand. This one is nothing but the state. This one is nothing but the initial state. We can say state will read the input alphabet like A. The input alphabet is like A. This is the Z, means top of the stack. Here stack element. The Z0 is nothing but stack element, means Z0. Okay. Then it will go to the next state. Next state like Q0. Next state like Q0. And then this is called AZ0. AZ0 means this is called push operation. This is called push operation. Generally, we are performing, initially, we are performing two operations. One is push, one is pop. One is push, one is pop operation. Okay. Pop operation, if it is epsilon means pop operation. AZ0 A means this is called push operation. See here, Q0 AZ0. Here Z0 means the top of the stack. Here A means I will push. After Z0 will push A. After Z0 means will push A here. Okay. This is the meaning is like just same. Okay. Now I'm using again the stack. This is Z0. See here the stack element is A, sorry, the string is A, B, PB. Here initially Q0 read A, Q0 read A. Then top of the stack is Z0 here. Top of the stack is, sorry, top of the stack is Z0 here. Then Q0 A Z0 means I'll push here A. Okay. Now again, then if you go to Q0 state, here Q0 state. Now Q0 read again A, Q0 read A. See here Q0 read A. This transition will execute. Q0 read A. Then this is top of the stack is A here. The top of the stack is A. Q0 read A. Top of the stack is A. So this is nothing but which state? It will go to Q state. It will go to Q state. And A means it will push again A. Okay. Next, go to Q0. Q0 read B. See here Q0 read B. Q0 read B. Top of the stack is A. Here top of the stack is A. Q0 read B. Top of the stack is A. So then go to Q1 state. Means Q1 state. Q1 state. Then this is epsilon. Epsilon means this is called pop operation. This is called pop operation, means it will pop the first element. Okay. Then here Q1 read next B. Q1 read B. Then top of the stack is again A. Top of the stack is A. This is means then goes to Q1 state. Then goes to Q1 state. Then pop epsilon means this is called pop operation. So it will pop A. Okay. Then Q1 read nothing means epsilon. Nothing means epsilon here. Q1 epsilon, here Q1 epsilon. Top of the stack is now Z0. Q1 epsilon Z0. So next that is Q1, then epsilon. Epsilon means pop. So then pop. So my stack is here empty. Now my stack is empty. Okay. So what is the definition? Here, see, by reading the complete string, here by reading the complete string from left to right means end of the string. If the stack of the PDA, is empty, see here, if the stack of the PDA is now empty, so now the given string means this string is accepted by the PDA, is accepted by the push down automata, means this one. Okay, is accepted by the PDA. So how to execute these transitions, how to draw these transitions, don't worry. In the next class, we'll see or we'll construct these transitions and these stack, everything. in detail, in very detail, we'll construct in the next class. Okay. So just try to understand what is the meaning of empty stack mechanism. It's not means very difficult. It's very easy to construct the means push down automata. It is very easy. Just try to understand what is the meaning of empty stack mechanism for means in this class. Okay. Now we'll see one more method. Here, one more method. Final state mechanism. Final state mechanism. What is the meaning of final state mechanism? By reading the complete string, from left to right end of the string, if the PDA enters into the final state, then the given string is accepted by the PDA. This is very easy, just like similar to finite automata. In case of finite automata, by reading the complete string from left to right, if the finite automata enters into the final state, then the given string is accepted by the by the finite automata. This is the same procedure. Okay, this is the also same procedure. Means, for example, say here we can draw also. We can draw the final state method from this diagram. How? See here. Suppose now we have how many states? Here there are two states, general Q0 and Q1. This is Q0, this is Q1 state. See here, Q0 read A Z0, then goes to Q0 state. So Q0 is the initial state. Q0 read A comma Z0, A comma Z0 goes to A Z0, A Z0. Next, Q0 read A, the output is A. Then Q0 read BA goes to Q1 state. Q0 read B comma A goes to BA. Output is here epsilon. So Q1 read BA. The output is here epsilon. Then Q1 read epsilon Z0. Q1 read epsilon Z0. See here, this method is called as empty stack method. Empty stack method. When we will use final state method, we'll use QF, like QF instead of Q1. Suppose QF method and this is Z0. This is called empty stack method, means this one is called final state method. So epsilon Z0, here it will read epsilon Z0, it will go to QF state. QF, the output is here nothing but Z0. Okay, so by reading the complete string, means for this string, by reading the complete string from left to right, means end of the string, if the PDA enters into the final state, yes, it will enter into the final state, then the given string is accepted by the PDA. This is the method. That means if transition is given, we can construct means transition diagram. So if transition diagram is given, we can also construct transitions. Okay, so we can construct any one. Okay, so this method is also, again I am telling, this method means it's called empty stack mechanism. This method is called empty stack mechanism. This method is called final state mechanism. This one, it's called final state mechanism. This one is called. Okay, so these are called as the acceptance mechanism of push down automata. In very detail, we'll see in the next class when we'll construct a push down automata. We'll construct many more push down automata. I'll take around 4 or 5 classes on means push down automata means for constructing. Don't worry. Okay. So the next one note point here, the number of languages accepted by the empty stack mechanism and final state mechanism. Generally, there are two methods. One is empty stack method, one is the final state method. Okay, so the number of languages accepted by the empty stack mechanism and final state mechanism are always equal. In case of NPDA, NPDA means non-deterministic push-down automata. Both are equal. Okay. The next point, the language accepted by the NPDA is always NCFL. NCFL means for NPDA means non-deterministic push-down automata. The language for NPDA or non-deterministic push-down automata is always called NCFL, means non-deterministic context-free language. Okay. The next point, see here, the number of languages accepted by the final state method. The number of languages accepted by the final state method is more as compared to the empty stack method in case of DPDA. In case of DPDA means deterministic push down automata. Okay, but in case of NPDA, the number of languages accepted by the empty stack mechanism and final state method always equal. Okay, but in case of DPDA, the number of languages accepted by the final state method is always more as compared to the empty stack method. Okay, so the language accepted by the DPDA is always called DCFL, means deterministic context free language. So every PDA is of two types. One is DPDA, another one is NPDA, means deterministic push down automata. Another one is non-deterministic push down automata. So every language, the language associated with NPDA is always called NCFL, but the language associated with the DPDA is always called DCFL. But by default, push down automata means what? By default, push down automata means N push down automata, NPDA. By default, push down automata means NPDA. So the language associated with the NPDA means it is called NCFL. So by default, context free language is also called NCFL. Okay, why NPDA is by default PDA? Because the expressive power of NPDA is always more as compared to the expressive power of DPDA, deterministic push down automata. We have already discussed about what is the meaning of expressive power of push down automata and finite automata, Turing machine, linear bounded automata, everything in detail, in very detail in the expressive power of automata theory class. Okay, you can see. Okay, in the next class we'll construct the concept. We'll construct some different types of push down automata. I'll take around 5 or 6 classes maybe. Okay, in very detail I'll clear all doubts in today's class in the when we'll construct in the push down automata. Okay, thanks for watching.